Kane.
Dear Andrea, in case anything happens to me, I want you to know I never gave up on finding your father's killer. I know it's become an obsession for you, and I understand why. I managed to get a copy of the autopsy report, the ballistics report, and copies of all papers the agency had relating to your father's assassination. I've also enclosed the bullet that killed him. That may prove to be the most important clue. I'm sorry I'm no longer there to help you. I hope you can use all of this to find some measure of peace. He was a good man, Andrea, and he would have been very proud of you. I felt lucky to have worked with both of you. Harry.
All right, I'll be there.
Hi, what's wrong?
Nothing that concerns you.
You concern me. And if something's wrong, I don't want you to hide it from me.
I'm not hiding anything, Julia. It's my mother. She insists on my coming over there right away. Something about a business deal she's gotten into.
Is that why you're angry?
She wants to go on as if nothing's happened. I don't understand that.
I know it's surprising, but I'm not sure why you're so upset about the rapprochement of your parents.
Julia, my mother and father hated each other for 30 years. That's what I grew up with. That's what I'm comfortable with. I wasn't one of those children who hopes against hope that his divorced parents will get back together. I knew they despised each other, and I knew that they always would. Now I have to deal with this.
Mason, things happen, and people change.
My father hasn't changed. My mother...
I remember when your mother came to town, and nothing could make you happier than the thought of having her back in your life.
For a while, she seemed to be everything that I'd hoped she'd be. And then suddenly, almost overnight, really, there was a change in her.
Maybe if you talk to her, maybe your feelings about your father are coloring the situation.
Of course they are. And I have talked to her, but nothing I say seems to get through.
She's in love.
If she's in love with my father, then that settles it in my mind. No longer interested in the woman my mother's become.
What do you want from my life? What is so important now, may I ask?
Frankly, I was expecting a call from you this morning.
Why would I call you?
Well, I assumed you read the paper.
No, I did not read the paper. I got a call at 5 o'clock this morning with a rumor that somebody's trying to take over one of my smaller companies, and I had to take care of that, and what am I telling you for? What do you want?
Well, I just thought we'd celebrate your latest victory. You're going to make a killing on that country club.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Was it in the newspapers already?
Front page, business section. You seem surprised.
Yes, I am surprised. I just found out about the project going ahead, my silent investor, last night. How in the world did the newspaper get wind of it so fast?
I don't know, but I think it's wonderful you're going to make all that money. I know that makes you so happy.
It is a great deal. Fell practically into my lap. It's going to be wonderful. Where's the paper? I want to take a look at it.
It's right here.
You?
To us, darling. Together again.
Honey, I think that you have been handling things very well.
Mama, it's all a facade.
Oh, no, a mother knows those things.
I'm just glad you're here.
I am, too. It is so nice to be able to spend all this time with you and little Chip. You're going to have to tell me, though, when I'm a pain in the neck. I don't want to wear out my welcome.
Having you here has made me feel so much better about myself.
Oh, I am so glad. Then you mustn't waste any more time. You must start rebuilding your life right away.
Well, hello, Victoria.
Oh, Jason, Mama, this is Jason Jacobson. This is Dorothy Lane, my mother.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Mrs.
Oh,
Lane.
it's nice to meet you. Victoria told me how helpful you were in getting a fair settlement from her husband. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Well, actually, I've been wondering about that. I've been expecting a call from you, Victoria.
Why, did I forget to do something?
I assume you've received the first settlement check from Meyson?
No, I haven't. I assumed that he sent it straight to you.
Well, he didn't. And it was due several days ago. I've been half expecting this.
Well, what do we do now?
We go after him. Meyson has the money. We all know that. And there's no excuse for this.
You know, isn't it just like Meyson? I bend over backwards to give him what he wants, and he pushes me as far as he can.
Well, Mr. Jacobson is right. It's not that he doesn't have the money.
Of course he has the money, but I know how he feels about it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to get away without paying me anything at all.
What's this?
Oh, that was just some mail that was forwarded to me.
I don't think I can do this.
Do what?
Last night, when you told me to leave, I thought that was pretty final. I imagined you already gone today, off tracking Richard or looking for your father's killer. I don't know. Now you're here.
I don't know that I can make you understand that I can't just step aside from this. Ever since my father was killed, everything I have done in my life has been aimed at looking for his assassin. I didn't even have a life until I met you. I want you. But I don't know that I can just suddenly walk away from this.
I know what it's like not to have a real life. Spent enough time in hospitals and up in the mountains, totally isolating myself. It took a long time to be able to trust people again.
I guess I didn't do too much to help that.
Well, I don't know. There were a few times I wanted to run back to the mountains. But I kept saying to myself, hang in there. There's something worthwhile here.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I wish you could do that, too.
Well, it's certainly worth a try.
Yeah? I have to get there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what? You're kidding. He needs it now? No, that's okay. I'm sorry. No, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Fine. I'm sorry, I gotta go to the office. Look, this won't take me long. Can you come with me? Maybe we can go get some food and bring it back here, or...
You go ahead. I need to transfer some funds from Washington to my bank account here. Now that I'm suspended, I don't have a regular paycheck, so...
You can make that call from the office.
No, look, I have a lot of other things I need to take care of.
Okay, I will not be gone long. Will you be here when I get back?
Yeah, I'll be here. Yes, I would like to speak to the coroner, please.
Members of the business community seemed stunned when told that Pamela Conrad had revealed herself as CC Capwell's silent partner in this multi-million-dollar venture. Mr. Capwell was unavailable for comment.
I cannot believe this.
Well, I can. It's got my mother written all over it.
No, Jeffrey, this is not a one-sided deal. This is a collaboration between both of our parents.
This has got nothing to do with your father. I should have seen that she was up to something like this from the beginning.
What? You knew about this deal?
Not specifically, no. I mean, I knew something was going on, that the funds were being shifted, secretive phone calls, that kind of thing.
Baby, is it possible that Daddy didn't even know she was a silent partner?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, man.
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have listened to you about her a long time ago.
Oh, no, don't even get into that. No, we are here, we're together, that's all that matters, Jeffrey.
The thing is, we wasted so much time so early in our marriage. I mean, we could have been here from the beginning.
Jeffrey, we have all the time in the world.
I know.
Don't we?
I know. And I love you. And I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to tell her exactly how I feel about this, which is an exercise in futility, but it's something I have to get off my chest.
Baby, if it's not going to do any good...
No. She has to understand that she has given me no other choice but to do something that she's not going to like. And this time, I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Dear. When do you have to learn to stop doing things like that?
Of all the low-down, underhanded tricks you've ever pulled, this takes the cake!
Come on, CC. We're both going to make a great deal of money on this. I couldn't have done it without you, and you couldn't have done it without me. So everything's turned out beautifully.
No, it has not turned out beautifully, because you and I are not going to be in business together. How much do you want?
For what?
For what? I'm buying you out. That's for what?
I don't think so. I'm far too fond of the idea of owning a country club with you, CC, and the profits just look horrendous.
Why don't you tell me last night?
And spoil the surprise.
If I had the slightest idea, if I had one inkling that
CC, you would have gone ahead with the deal anyway. You saw the dollar signs. With a profit margin like that, you'd have struck a deal with the devil.
I have.
Fine. Then I will buy you out.
Don't hold your bloody breath.
Well, then in my eyes, as well as the eyes of the law, we are partners, dear. We're going to make a killing at this, so why don't you just relax and enjoy it?
You are the one I'd like to kill. Children must have seen it by now. I can't imagine what they must think.
Well, I'm sure their fury will be tempered once they realize how much this is going to increase their ultimate inheritance.
Not everyone in the world is obsessed with money, Pamela.
No, but you and I are, aren't we? That's what makes things between us so exciting. Besides, they already know we've slept together. This is going to seem like something very tame in comparison. That must be our lawyer.
Or what?
Well, if it isn't Santa Barbara's newest investment team. Plotting strategy for future purchases?
Oh, I see you've read the newspaper.
Yeah, I caught the headline on the way over, and they say politics makes strange bedfellows.
But, darling, I don't see why you should be surprised. I already explained to you your father and I were going to be doing future business dealings together. And I don't see why it isn't appropriate for you to take some advantage of this new-formed partnership. Mason, I'd like you to be the chief legal counsel for all of the properties for the country club. And I have taken the liberty to have a very generous contract drawn up for your services.
Well, you seem to have everything under control, Mother.
It's not nepotism. I know you're the best man, Mason.
That may well be, Mother, and it certainly is a generous offer. But I'm not interested.
Darling, there's something we overlooked if we haven't made ourselves plain enough, clear enough.
Obviously, I haven't been plain or clear enough. I'm not interested in any dealings that have to do with the two of you.
Strike one.
I see she has already made up her mind. A woman who knows what she wants. Very excellent. The very superb Chateau Formula 88. Wonderful choice, yes. Light, musty, exquisite bouquet. I shall decant it for you now, my dear. This gives it the opportunity to breathe, to achieve its ultimate temperature.
Yeah, bro, what are you doing?
Huh? Hey, Jake, what's happening? Well, I'm just getting all set to feed the little one, yeah?
I'm supposed to feed her today.
You
What'd
are?
you think I was gonna worm my way out of it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, forgot, huh? Then, what are you getting everything ready so early for, huh? I mean, it's not time to feed her yet.
Oh,
Was she crying?
Oh, no. She wasn't crying before. I figured if I made all the preparations and everything and got all set, if she got hungry, all I have to do is stick the little sucker in her mouth and she'd be satisfied. Yeah. Right? So since I did all the work already, I'll just take care of it. No problem.
Oh, no, look, it's my turn to feed her, so, you know, I wouldn't want to let you down or anything.
No, I don't mind.
No, look. We made a bargain, right? We're going to split the work 50-50. I'm not going to back out of it on that. Where's the formula?
What do you mean, where's the formula? The formula's where it's supposed to be, in the bucket, you know, so it cools off a little bit.
Yeah, I know all about that stuff. You don't have to tell me. All right, Kerry, how are you, little sweetheart, huh? Not so good, huh? Was he taking good care of you or what?
Now, what kind of a question is that, huh?
Look at that. You're making her cry. Look, I'm just making small talk.
No, what you're doing is you're insinuating that I'm not taking good care of her. You're putting little ideas in her little brain. I don't like that. Huh? Yes. You just ignore Uncle Jakey, because he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. Yes, so you made her cry.
Don't say stuff like that. It's your breath, probably.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to feed her. I got her set up. I'm going to finish the job. So you give her to me.
No.
No. Hey, that's the door. Give her to me.
No, you get the door, all right? I'm supposed to feed her.
Hi, Pearl.
Hey, Rita, what are you doing here?
Well, I got released from the hospital this morning. I tried to call, but the line's been...
Oh, yeah, I took the phone off the hook because the little one was napping.
Well, can I come in?
Shh, yeah, come on in. Come on.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, precious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You look just so beautiful. Oh, what a good little girl. Jake, I can't thank you enough for taking care of her. Both of you guys.
I know. It's been no problem at all.
Yeah, no big deal. Really, it's great.
Well, you know what? I'm going to get to come home, Kerry. I'm going to come home with Mommy. Yes, it's my sweet.
Fine, I'll get back to you.
Trouble with your banking?
Oh, no, not at all. Everything okay at the office?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Look, I've been thinking, you know, maybe it'd be better for you if you were able to concentrate on a project or focus in on something else. Well, you sure thought that one over, didn't you?
I'm sorry. I don't need to think it over. I just don't feel that I can do anything like that yet, Kane.
It's okay, it's just an idea.
Well, thank you for thinking of me.
I can't help but thinking of you whether I want to or not.
So, what's happening in the world today?
Well, this stinks.
What?
СиСи Capwell and Pamela Conrad are building a new country club, which would be fine, except they're going to build it in a heavily wooded area, and they're going to disrupt the lives of all these animals. They'll have to be relocated. I mean, why couldn't they find another place?
It's horrible. They can't do that.
Yeah, well, it's just another example of greed and profit winning over the environment once again.
There's got to be a way to stop them.
I don't know, it's all set.
Meyson, it's not like you to blithely turn down an offer without knowing the details.
I knew enough of the details. It would have involved working for my mother and father.
Well, according to the article in this paper, this is a very extensive project. Now, are you going to turn down the contract just because your parents are working on it together?
Julia, I'm not asking you to understand my decision. I'm just asking you to accept it. Trust me, anything that unites my mother and father is doomed.
I know you feel this way, but I really doubt if CC and Pamela would structure their lives around your feelings.
Oh, you're right about that. They don't give a damn about anybody's feelings.
So if the two of them get together permanently, does that mean that you're going to sever all your ties with them?
Julia, at this point, I'm not planning to do anything. I'm just going by my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay away. My instincts also tell me this isn't something that you and I should continue to discuss.
I think there's another reason that you don't want to discuss it.
Oh, please, no more accusations about secrets.
I'm not accusing you, Meyson. I just think that you do have something to hide, or that you are hiding something.
I think that you have feelings about both of your parents that you're not only hiding from me, but more importantly, you're hiding them from yourself.
We have a binding legal document. I cannot believe for 1 minute that an attorney as prominent as Mason Capwell would risk his reputation by ignoring us. You could have him thrown in jail, Victoria.
Jason, I don't want to put him in jail. I don't want any complications. I just want the money that he owes me.
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
It has been very nice meeting you, Mrs. Lane.
Nice to meet you.
Ladies, excuse me.
Honey, look, I know it's none of my business, but couldn't there be another reason why Mason is withholding this payment?
What?
Well, maybe he's having second thoughts. I mean, maybe he's seen how strong you are and how well you've dealt with everything, and he's decided to give the marriage another chance.
No, Mother, that's definitely not the case.
Now, Victoria, you don't know that to be true. I mean, I can understand him being upset by the problems you were having, but
Mother,
now he knows you are...
Mother, Mason didn't leave me because of my problems. He left me for another woman.
Victoria, I had no idea. I am so sorry.
No, it's all right. I can handle it. At least I was handling it.
Honey, even when a man strays, I mean, it may take him some time, but he generally realizes that that other woman isn't worth giving up his family for.
Mama, that's very sweet. But Mason gave this a lot of thought. It's something that had been going on for a long, long time, and it's more complicated than you want to know. But believe me, my marriage is over. Mason will never come back to me.
I've already heard it from a very good source that Edwards probably will agree.
Hello, Mason.
Mrs. Lane, this is Julia Wainwright, Victoria's mother.
Hi. Well, I'm sorry I didn't call before coming. I hope you're not too busy to see me.
No, of course not. What can I do for you?
Well, I don't exactly know how to put this, but I guess I'll just say it. I was hoping that you and I could discuss some of the problems that you and Victoria had in your marriage. I would like very much to understand what went wrong.
Mrs. Lane, the divorce papers have already been signed.
I came here to speak to my son-in-law.
He's your ex-son-in-law.
Julia, it might be better if Mrs. Lane and I discuss this particular problem on our own.
I'm sorry.
Would you sit down?
Mason, the reason I'm here is I'm really very worried about Victoria. She called me a few days ago and asked me to come and be with her, and, well, she just hasn't needed me like that since she was a child. I'm trying to help her, but I don't know how much help I can really be. She seems to be in a place where she needs a kind of support that I'm not sure I can give her.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Mrs. Lane. I don't really know what else I can say.
She loved you so much, Mason.
And I loved her.
Well, I haven't even discussed this with Victoria, but I imagine that you have made some kind of arrangements for Chip.
Oh, yes. I can assure you that Chip will be well provided for. He'll never want for anything, I can promise you that.
Including his father's time.
Well, my schedule being what it is, my time is hardly my own these days, but you have my word that I'll do whatever I can to spend as much time as possible with him.
No, I just can't believe I was so unaware. I mean, I just thought the two of you had so much going for your marriage, and I guess you've had these problems for a long time.
I'm afraid that I might have prolonged things because I thought that Victoria needed me. But after a while, I had to ask myself whether or not I was giving her anything that she really needed, or rather it was just an empty gesture on my part.
You think you've answered that question?
As truthfully as possible. I really tried, Mrs. Lane. I'm sorry.
So am I, Mason.
You know, I don't know how you can continue to do this, Mother. You know how hard it is on my relationship with Kelly.
Darling, if your marriage can't stand up to an arrangement, a business arrangement, with myself and your father-in-law, then I think you should re-examine it.
Wait, what is this pretense of business, huh? There's only one reason you made this deal. That was to get closer to Sisi and to drive Sophia away. That's it. No other reason.
Oh, that's nonsense. I saw a very good business deal here, and I took it. And I will not apologize for it.
Right. That's what's pathetic here, is that you will not apologize for anything, any of your actions, because you see them as totally justified. I mean, you were even willing to bribe someone to take pictures, lurid pictures of himself and Sophia together. I guess you saw that as another good opportunity, yes?
I really think СиСи deserved to know what was going on.
Yeah, well, he knows now. He knows now. I guess that must thrill you to pieces.
It does. I'm really glad he knows what kind of a tramp he's been married to all these years. I mean, I didn't shove her into the arms of that honky-tonk hustler.
No, but you would have if you'd had the chance.
Oh, darling, look, I don't want to argue about Sophia or about СиСи. No matter what you think, this is business, Jeffrey. And once you understand how beneficial this can be for you and Kelly, I'm sure you're going to reconsider.
What? But now you're trying to bribe your own son. Huh?
Darling, no such thing. Jeffrey, I need you. I want you to be controller over the entire project. And then I want you and Kelly to be on the board of directors.
You don't give up, do you?
Darling, it's a very lucrative offer.
You know what the saddest thing about this whole situation is? Is that you think anyone and everyone can be bought, even your own son.
Oh.
Well, look, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't care. I'm not interested about your country club. In fact, I'm not interested in working for you in any capacity anymore, okay? So listen, this is my resignation from the oil company. I've already sent a copy to the office. I quit.
Strike two. Well, there won't be a strike three.
I swear to you, I had no idea that Pamela was my silent partner.
So sell out.
I can't do that.
Why not,
because
Daddy?
It's business. This is very big business. I can't let the fact that Pamela's my partner get in the way of that. Now, listen to me. I know this country club is going to be a big success. And more than that, I want you and Ted needing to be part of that success.
Oh, Daddy, please. You can't honestly believe we would want to be involved in business with something Pamela half-owned.
Why should it matter?
Because of Mother. Because Pamela has done nothing but try and split you and Mother up since she came back to town. And somehow she has succeeded.
This is not about your mother and me.
Of course it is, Dad. And I don't understand how you can go along with this partnership anyway. This is a very crucial time for you and Mom.
I think you're kidding yourself about that, you know. You know what she said yesterday? She's going to do what she wants to do, and I'm not in her plans.
Because she still believes that you and Pamela were involved long before this mess started, Daddy. And saying it isn't enough if you would just go to her and show her somehow that she comes first. And by going into business with your ex-wife is not the way.
If my ex-wife had kept her mouth shut, this never would have gotten in the papers in the first place.
Oh, which is great. That's great. All we need is more secrets with you and Pamela, right? How can you have been so short-sighted, Dad?
Listen, sweetheart, if we would all act like adults, we can work together and make a lot of money. There is nothing wrong with that.
If that is how you plan to run your business, I don't want any part of it. And I'm not just talking about the country club, Dad. I don't want to work for you at all. I quit, as of now.
So where did you disappear to this afternoon?
Well, I had an errand to run.
It's been important,
Yeah, well, I thought it was, yeah.
but private.
Oh, no.
I mean, I shouldn't be asking you questions.
No,
I'm sorry.
no. Look, I like it when you ask me questions. Especially when you already know the answers.
What do you mean?
Well, it took me a while to catch on. But you knew exactly what effect that newspaper article would have on me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The way you just casually laid it in front of me. And then the story about the plight of the animals really pulled my heart.
Oh, that article.
Oh, yes,
that
article. Right. I mean, who better to set up a voluntary relocation program than a phony NCA official? So how did you know it was going to be so easy for me to fall for that?
On the advice of counsel, I refuse to answer on the grounds I might incriminate myself.
Right. You incriminate yourself. Well, you were right. I've been on the phone for the last hour lining up volunteers.
And you hated every minute of it.
No, I admit I enjoyed it. It's nice to be able to share what, knowledge I have of the environment and animals with people who really care.
The animals are lucky to have you on their side. I'm glad you're doing it.
So am I. The next time you have any suggestions, why don't you try and be a little less sneaky about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good boy.
You know, I'm hungry. Why don't we go back to the boat and get something to eat?
We could have something to eat right here.
Yeah, I got something special back at the boat.
All right. Actually, I have somewhat of a surprise waiting back there for you, too.
What's wrong, baby?
Daddy was here.
Ah, offering you a job with the country club, no doubt.
How did you know?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Baby, you know, all he did was try to defend his partnership with your mother, telling me that all I kept saying was, it's business, it's business. It's not business, Jeffrey, and I tried to make him understand that, and I couldn't even get through to him.
Of course not. He's as stubborn as my mother.
You can only talk so much to those kind of people, you know it? And then the only thing left to do is
quit.
How did you know I quit?
Wait a minute, you quit working for your father?
Yes. I resigned today.
I resigned as well.
What? You're not working for your mother anymore?
Unemployment, here we come.
What? You! Jeffrey. Don't you love it how brilliant minds think alike?
Oh, yes, yes. I love your mind. I've always loved your mind. In fact, I married you for your mind.
No. Do you realize what happened?
Yeah, you just stopped me from kissing you. That's what happened.
You and I were both in this situation. We knew that our marriage would completely be destroyed if we continued to work for our parents. And we both quit.
I guess that we must take this marriage thing pretty seriously.
I guess we must.
If that's the case, I think that we should celebrate or something.
Celebrate?
Yeah. Huh?
We should celebrate a little bit.
Just
yeah.
Pico. We don't need champagne, any kind of stuff like that. We've got a nice fire going here. We got each other here, huh? And here.
There.
And here.
There.
Right here.
Hi. I need to talk to Meyson.
He's at the office. I thought you knew that since your mother was over there.
My mother?
Yeah, she went there to talk about where your marriage went wrong, and I thought maybe you sent her there trying to save your marriage.
And that's ridiculous, Julia. I have no idea what my mother and Meyson were doing together.
I'm sorry. Social call?
No, actually, I came over here to get my settlement payment from Meyson. It's 3 days overdue.
There must be some sort of clerical error.
No, there's no error because my lawyer's secretary called Meyson to remind him there's still no check. Of course, this is very typical of Meyson, though, isn't it?
Victoria, there's a logical explanation, I'm sure.
Oh, of course there is. Meyson has what he wants. He has you, and he has an equitable settlement from me.
All right, if you just give him a chance.
Julia, just make sure that he gets the check to me, please. Otherwise, I'm going to have him thrown in jail.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
I might. You know, Julia, I get the feeling that you don't have any idea what you're in for with Meyson, but you're going to find out soon enough. You think you've got this relationship that's based on trust and understanding, but there's always that little seed of doubt with Meyson. Good luck.
About it was being away from Kerry and away from my friends. I really missed you. I missed both you guys, actually.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great to see you up and around again, Rita. I mean, every time I came to see you at that place they called, whatever, a hospital, I could tell it must have been rough for you, because it seemed like you were cooped up there. I'm just sorry that we didn't come and visit more often.
Yeah, me too, you know. I mean, between taking care of Kerry and working at the lair, I just didn't really have that much time.
Well, that's fine. I totally understand. Just appreciate all you've done.
Oh, look, if you know, we can help you out with a place to stay or anything.
Oh, good news. I found an apartment.
You what? Where?
Well, it's actually not very far from here. It's just a one-bedroom, but The important thing is I can get it by the week.
You said, well, we could have done better than that.
No, Pearl, I just want a place by the week.
That's all?
I still don't know what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I was kind of hoping you could give me a little more time off from Johnny so I can think things over.
Sure. You can take off whenever you want. You can come back whenever you want, but we will miss you.
Thanks.
Really?
You're a doll.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I better get this little critter home, huh?
Something wrong?
I'm really nervous, you guys.
Nervous? About what?
The nurses had her the entire time she was in the hospital. Then you guys took over. I haven't spent any time with her. I don't really know what I'm doing.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, really. Listen, as soon as you get her home, feed her because, this kid eats all the time. If she's eating now, you're going to have to feed her then because the only time she gets cranky is when you don't feed her on time.
Okay.
But there's another thing, too. If she gets sleepy, you want to read to her around bedtime or something. But don't go by the book. She won't buy that. You got to be creative. You got to improvise to keep her attention.
That's right, that's right. You should hear Pearl's version of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I can imagine, and I bet she loved it.
Yeah, she did, actually. And you know what? She likes music, too.
Music. Okay.
Yeah, rhythm and blues.
Okay, I'll try to remember all that.
Well, look, you have any problems or anything, just give us a call, okay?
Yeah, right.
You guys have saved my life. I want you to know that. Because I know the one thing you didn't want to be doing was taking care of a little baby girl with your free time.
No, you're serious. Been no problem at all.
Yeah, really. I mean, we didn't mind. It was great.
Well, I owe you. I owe you for this big time.
Bye-bye, Kerry.
We'll be on our way.
Just remember, you need any help, I'll be there, okay?
Thanks a million. I'll be in touch.
All right, here you go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, sweetie.
She's gone.
What's wrong with you, Meyson? Are you trying to ruin everything?
Julia, please. The day started off badly with my mother, got worse with Victoria's. I don't need any problems from Samantha's mother.
I'm not the one giving you the problems. You're giving the problems to yourself. You see, if you don't settle this matter with Victoria and give her the money that you owe her, this is very serious. This is a legally binding agreement.
I'm well aware of that, Julia, but it's nothing you need to be concerned with.
I know. It's none of my business.
If you prefer that interpretation.
Is it none of my business if you get thrown in jail for non-payment?
Julia, please.
Do you think that's not possible? She was here. I had to deal with it.
All right, listen to me. The money that I owe Victoria is in a term account. It comes due in a few days. If I pull it out now, I'll lose a great deal of interest.
The interest? Do you know what you're risking?
I don't think a couple of days one way or another is going to make any difference to Victoria.
It is. She was here, and she's furious, and it does matter to her.
I didn't come here to get into an argument.
Do I have to remind you that terminating the terms of this agreement, you're putting the whole divorce settlement in jeopardy?
No, you don't have to remind me, Julia. But obviously you've chosen to anyway. I stand reminded.
And you also stand to risk everything that we have going for us. Is that what you want?
It's a goat.
I should have told you. Look, I just didn't think you'd mind having a house guest for one night.
Is this my surprise?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I guess I should have told you.
Is this a refugee from CC Capwell's country club, huh?
Well, I couldn't resist. Look at him.
Looks like he's already made himself at home.
Oh, God, I tied him up. I guess he ate through the rope.
Yeah, I think he ate through a few other things, too.
Kane, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nothing's worth too much here.
Look, hang on.
Hey, come here. Junior, listen to me, huh? Don't get used to this place. It's only a pit stop until we find you a new home, okay?
He's gotta be hungry. Come here, baby.
Hungry? He's eating everything in sight.
He's not mad at you. He just doesn't understand. He's not hungry.
Oh, great. Look at this.
Looks like our little friend decided to dine without us.
Is that our dinner?
Was our dinner. Was our dinner.
I'm sorry.
What's his name?
I didn't name him. He's leaving tomorrow.
Well, he's got to have a name. I mean, what if he gets a phone call? We won't know who it's for.
You got any suggestions?
Saul.
Saul?
Yeah. Or Morty. Larry. Larry's a good one.
You certainly have odd taste in names, Kane.
Little Lord Larry. Well, what do you expect from a guy who calls himself Kane?
Well, look, since Larry here has ruined our dinner this evening, why don't I take you out for a bite to eat?
I really don't want to eat. I got everything I want right here. We're just one happy little family.
Drowning your sorrows, huh? Tune you used to sing about your mother seems to have changed.
You've been croaking a different melody yourself lately.
All those years you used to being her white knight, defending her against the black knight. Now you've been replaced by the black knight himself. What's the matter, son? No clever retort? No silver-tongued sarcasm from you?
If this is an attempt to torture me, it's less than effective.
No, I wouldn't do that. You do that to yourself. That's it. Run away, son. That's what you always do. That's what seems to be your lot in life.